So you're plugged in more than one way. For artists in Utah, since you get to meet a lot of them, what is either Utah as a community of creatives missing, or what is it that you gotta take that one? Okay, cool.
I needed to take the other one.
My bad.
No, you good.
No. But we've seen you do it. All of us love to see you do it. How do we get to attain the same type of, let's call it, wealth in our drives and our passions here in Utah? What are the things that maybe we have to work harder on as creatives because of the way that Utah's maybe artistic economy is? And what is it that has been the biggest downfall for a lot of the artists that you've seen who had the potential, had the talent, like we said before the break, but then they missed the meat and the potatoes, which is their personality? What are people missing right now in Utah? Because you haven't done this just in Utah. You started in Compton. You started where things were very different.
Facts, man. You know, oftentimes I don't really even, talk about my resume, at all, because, I don't know. I'm an out the way guy. I'm introvert. I told you that. You know, it's just like.
Can we get into it? A little bit, a smidgen. If not, that's cool.
Played for Snoop Dogg, played for Omarion, done shows for Michael Jordan, opened up for the Blues Brothers, brought out Sci-Hi to Prince, like just so many, and that's like Oscar de la Hoya, like all kind of stuff, man, just people, Darren Williams, like the list goes on, and it really does go on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And so, but that's not the point. The point is that, don't live by what you see. Speaking to your question about how people can do better, right? Don't live by what you see, but rather live by what you say. Because what you say is what you will see. So speak life to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Like whatever it is that you're like going through, whatever it is that you're like dealing with, the good and the bad, because sometimes when things are good, there's a guy, he died just recently. He told me, he said, CJ, you're on top of the world,
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, but, and you're not supposed to say, yeah, but really, but this is the reality, I was like, but there's so many people trying to drag me down, he was like, because he's an old egg farmer,
Okay.
and his name is Dick, and
Dick the egg farmer.
Dick the egg farmer.
Okay, cool.
And he's gone now, but he told me before he passed away, he said, in my life, and he was 69 at the time, and he told me, he said, in my life, CJ, what I've learned is that it's better to be at a good 75% instead of being at an 85 or a 90. He was like, because you're still doing great. You're not in the newspaper, you're not in the TV, you're not, it's all these things that draw attention to you, but you're still doing your thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the 75, 80%, and not cause any ruckus, but you're still killing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said, I noticed when I was in the newspaper and people were flying over my home and stuff in Park City in Georgia and these different places or whatever, and how much attention it was drawn to me was not good, because now you got people who are trying to figure out, how can I tear that man down?
The haters.
Oh yeah, and trust me, if you ain't got them, you ain't doing it right.
I want to. It was said also by Tinker, the guy who made all the Jordans.
Yes.
I was watching Abstract on Netflix, and he said. if people either don't love your work or hate your work, you just aren't doing that much.
Literally. Yeah.
So you stand by that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And we have to have integrity. I think getting back to what we were talking about before is like we have to have integrity about the work that we do. Like we can't have, we can't start something and not finish it. We can't say with our mouth that we're going to do something and then we don't do that thing. Many people know that my son got killed 4 years ago, and November 1st, 2016. So we just, went through that whole anniversary deal. November 1st, 2016 was was when he was killed. November 4th, I was standing on the stage performing in front of 300 people because I said that I would, and people were asking, they gave me a room and all this kind of stuff to like kind of chill out with my family and stuff because everybody followed me. I had cousins drive down the night that he got here, to Utah to be with me, because, they're family, they're not relatives.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
There's a difference between family and relatives.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? And sometimes family's not blood, and stuff like that. And so, nonetheless, this organization hired me. I said I would, and I did. And so, in my organization, if you say that you're going to do something, then you do it.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You know, there's no like, because that kind of set the tone, for what I expect from people,
Because you ran through it too. In a very difficult way.
Yeah. And so I was like, if I'm able to press through and do because I said I would, then you can do the same.
Yeah.
And figure it out. And if you can't, then at least have the conversation. Don't just not show up.
Yeah.
There's levels to this thing, right?
Oh man, I could talk
Come on.
about that. Yeah.
Don't just not show up.
Yeah.
You got to be present. And if you're not present, you still got to be present with your voice, with your mouth, open up your mouth and say something, don't just be like, I'm at home or whatever. Like, no, say the reason why you're at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk about it. Get it out because communication is everything. It really is. And people are forgiving. I'm forgiving. I forgave the man who killed my son.
That's tough.
You think I'm not going to forgive you for not showing up to a show? Come on, man.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I have like these different measurements of things of how, and people, be like, oh yeah, CJ's he's just angry or whatever. No, I'm passionate.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand that, like Black people in general, we're just passionate people. We're not yelling. We're just passionate.
Yeah.
And when I get excited about something, or when I get, the joy or whatever, or even even when I'm being critical, of a person or of myself, even, I get passionate about it, And I have a sign on my wall, bro. Right? You can walk in my office and see it right now. It says, do it with passion or not at all.
That's heavy.
Do it with passion or not at all. Like, if you're not in this, and everybody's passion looks different, and mine is just this way, I'm a coach. Think of it that way. Have you ever had a basketball coach who was quiet? Or a football coach who was like, pass the ball.
Something's wrong with that.
Come on.
Something's wrong with that team.
I'm a coach, bro. And so I tell people, don't listen to how I'm telling to you. Listen to what I'm telling to you.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the how. Like, don't be ye. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Listen to what's happening instead of your feelings. Get out of your feelings. And you can, and I'm gonna say this for the last time. Hopefully, I'm gonna say it on record, so that way, if you're looking at RJ's show, which you should be, that you can hear for the last time. If you cannot take me, you can't take nobody. If you can't take me in this industry, because I'm a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Really nice. Give you another little bit of insight, and you can study this. I'm a cancer man, right? in the zodiac signs, whatever shit.
You're a Cancer.
Yes, sir. So I'm a very, very nice, loyal, extremely loyal to a fault, man. And so if you can't take me and my personality and what I present and give to you as a gift for free, ain't never charged nobody for studio time. Me, never. Over $80,000 spent in this studio space given to people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so if you can't take me, you can't take nobody or nothing out there. Because we cross over and people are like, oh, I'm going to go to LA. Shit. I grew up there 23 years.
Yeah.
You're not going there and going, no. Get your life together.
Yeah.
Figure it out here first. Let this be your playground and let this be your work out all the kinks and stuff. And let this be the place that you figure out how to get an extra 2 layers of skin first.